guess what? You're not ugly. You just don't know how to dress to your body type. Clothes are like your second layer of skin, or your second body, in a sense, where you can actually shapeshift yourself, your style, your whole vibe by just picking out the right outfits. And believe it or not, no body type is either superior or inferior to another. If you wear the right clothes, they will help accentuate whatever features you want to accentuate. It's all about learning your preferences and strategize around that. Work smarter, not harder. So we will get into so much good stuff today. 6 ways you can dress better to your body type. Pants, dresses, sleeve shapes, jacket lengths, patterns versus solid, and don't overlook this. Purses, because the way your bag falls on your body will either make or break the illusion your outfit is trying to show.
Pants. Tight or wide? That is the question. Growing up, I've been a die-hard skinny jeans girl because I had no style and just followed whatever was in trend back then. I mean, it could have been low-rise jeans, so glad I dodged that bullet. First up, we got my go-to wide leg pants. I love these pants more than my plants. And being the messy eater that I am, I just knew I needed to buy another pair for all the incidents I can foresee. And that is how I can always leave the house in a fresh pair of white pants, kids. The other pair is probably in the washer. There is so much room and space below the high waistline and gives the illusion that my legs are a few centimeters longer because it's so flowy. It's perfect for any body shape, honestly, and creates an inverse triangle shape for your bottom, hence narrowing the waist. Opposite of that, we have my ultra tight leather pants.
Pretty tight.
Zero mystery here, as these types of pants reveal your legs and hips as they are. It is a little tricky for the girlies who do have a lot of stuff in the trunk, but can be a great option to show off the booty you have. Because there is not much room, no pun intended, for imagination, I always prefer a high waistline for tight pants and like to pair them with a pair of shoes in a similar color for the optical enhancement of leg length. Now, dresses. This is such a beefy topic, but I want to show you 4 different types of dresses and how they could change your body shape. When it comes to dresses, one of the first things I pay attention to, in addition to the fabric and neckline, is the waistline. Because the dress comes in one piece, the shape of the dress ultimately determines the shape of your body. For if you wear something that looks like a sleeping bag, the tube will be mistaken as your body shape. And depending on the dress type, your body could take shape in the letters of A, H, I, T, V, X, Y, and so on. Super fun to experiment the magic of shape shifting. Something that holds the natural shape of your body is, of course, a bodycon type dress. For a classier option, a tight fit with a more modest neckline still does the trick. This is especially friendly for the girlies with more curves to show off, but I find just as cute and feminine for a flat girl. Its cousin, a mini dress, tight on the top but more flowy on the bottom, is one of my easy go-tos. It's so comfy to wear and is so easy to dress up or down depending on the shoes and jacket. Unlike a bodycon dress, a flowy mini dress gives room to the bottom, so it's ultra friendly whether you have a narrow or wide hip. And something on the even more flowy side is a strapless. Because it is strapless, by default the top part is tight, but the bottom could leave more room for movement and does not hug the hip as much as the prior options. But because the attention is away from the hips, the waistline can be much higher, lengthening the bottom and puts more emphasis on the shoulders and neckline. And don't say it. I know, this looks like a few pieces of rags I found in the alley and DIY some confetti gems onto there. And I swear, the fabric did not look as sheer when I tried it on for the 4th time, debating whether to return it. But our dress number 4, Miss Brownie, nevertheless is a very friendly dress for all waist and hip sizes. With a halter neck and an ultra flowy maxi type drop from waist below, the high waistline does give off an illusion of a tiny torso and ultra long legs, but the empire silhouette probably would have looked so much better had I tied the strap the right way.
Before we move to the differences sleeve shapes could make sure you celebrate fall without breaking the bank with our sponsor, thredUP. You guys already know how much I love thredUP, for they have the most unique pieces I've ever thrifted, all at ease online, such as this gorgeous dress from BCBG, originally $287, but I got at thredUP for $13.99. This elegant black dress, originally $426, and a steal from thredUP for only $21.99. And this checker skirt I will be talking about that gives the back to school vibes, estimated retail at $95 and only $18.99 at thredUP. And the cutest purse from Louis Vuitton and Marc Jacobs. It never fails to amaze me how good the quality is at thredUP, all the while being sustainable by shopping secondhand. You can shop my picks with my link below and use code ZOE for 40% off your first order.
Accessories. One of the most overlooked part of an outfit is actually the accessory. Not necessarily on the branding, style, but more so on where on your body does it go. My absolute favorite type of bags are hobo bags that go on the shoulder and the curve of the bag just falls above the waist. First of all, there is no bag more convenient to carry than a shoulder bag because your hands are just so free from the lack of pockets in women's clothing. I know. Rude. Second, the bag serves as an optical cue for where your waist starts and lifts up your overall waistline. Next up is a pochette, French for little pocket. Although this is inconveniently small, I do like how it adds texture to outfits and it's very versatile to be dangling by the wrist, worn as a shoulder bag, or held mid-arms. It really depends on where you want to put the emphasis when deciding the position to hold it. And last is a classic shoulder strap bag that could be carried as a handbag, which is the way I usually prefer. The shoulder strap does allow you to wear it cross-body or straight by the side, but does weigh the focus and your outfit composition downward. Depending on where it falls, it adds extra volume to your lower body. Patterns versus solid. I'm not the biggest fan when it comes to a lot of patterns, especially ones that clash too hard with each other, that scream, I am rich, thus must gather 50 logos on my body like a second grade journal slammed with stickers, which could create a sense of bulkiness around the body. Patterns are a little tricky because they are the lines and marks directly hugging around your figure and draw more attention to that area of your body. A checker pattern is one of the cleaner patterns that do have that impact, but in a more subtle way. Especially in an A-line shape, this checker skirt with the shape of a subtle triangle is flattering for the waistline, whereas a more solid color that blends with the top creates a more blended whole body silhouette with a less clear indication of where the waist and hip begin, leaving more room for imagination. The length of the skirt also plays into a huge part in the ratio of your legs to your upper body, but an overall flare-out edge is a great way to keep where your legs actually begin and end a mystery, and creates an X look to your figure. Jackets, crop versus lawn. Jackets are some of my favorite things to style because they could change the vibe of the whole outfit. Typically, I like to wear long jackets with a short bottom or a crop jacket with a high-waisted long bottom to balance out the emphasis in my upper and lower body. My go-to blazer has to be this one. It goes down to just about the length of a lot of my dresses, skirts, shorts, and hides the waistline but puts more emphasis on the legs. The broad shoulder detail gives more structure and furthers the illusion of an inverted triangle in the upper body. For the crop option, combine that with anything high-waist and bam, your legs are 2 inches longer without heels. I did wear an opposite color underneath for some contrast that signals the border between my upper and lower body. Again, don't be afraid of a boxy fit that makes your silhouette not just a simple H shape, but more of an X or T. Sleeves. Sleeves make a huge difference in how your upper body appears and can change your overall frame. Quite counterintuitive, a puff sleeve doesn't necessarily make you look broad, but visually narrows the waist by accentuating the shoulders, balancing out the silhouette, and are great for hourglass bodies or inverted triangle shape. On the other hand, a classic polo shirt will complete any clean and sharp look. The key is on the fit of the sleeves, where if the fit is too tight, it will not only make your arms and shoulders look broad, but also bulky. Hence, why some sport dudes wear tight polos, which is a look just not one I decided to go for today.
Hope you liked this video and comment below if you want more fashion related content from me. I personally had so much fun. Remember that you can get 40% off your first order at ThreadUp with code Zoe with the link below. Subscribe if you like, and I will see you next week.